And we are live. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Play to Earn channel. My name is Nico, your host today for the Play to Earn weekly show, episode number 7 already. And with me today is Bruno. How are you, Bruno, today?
Hello, Nico. How are you? I'm really good. Really happy to be here once again. Really love to talk about NFT gaming, so really happy.
Yeah, even if it's early morning, it's not that early, but you're not a morning person. No, we were chatting, and it
No,
was 3 a.m. last night for you. You were still chatting with me.
yeah, I'm more of a night owl than an early bird, but it's fine.
I'm more the early bird. I was 5 a.m. this morning, and we were chatting, It was 5 a.m. for me. We have another early bird with us today.
That's right.
Today we have Mike. Mike is the founder of Planet Mojo, and he's joining us. It's 5 a.m. for you, I think, too, no?
It is. Don't remind me.
So guys,
Respect.
please excuse. Let's
Respect.
excuse Mike if he
Let's
falls
just
asleep
pretend
during
it's
the
later.
live.
Yeah.
We'll be okay. You have your coffee. You have everything ready for you.
We're good. We're
All
good. I'm
right,
ready.
all right, cool. I'm gonna put a little sound just to wake you guys up, and we jump straight into it. All right, all right. So, guys, let's start with the news of the weeks, the top news of the weeks. So, the theme today is, well, the crypto markets are still down. Everybody is fearful. Everybody tells you, no, 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 it's dangerous. It's going, Bitcoin is still going down. But we have seen some projects that we have, like the Planet sales for Phantom Galaxies. We have Splinterlands that is selling validator nodes and licenses, and we see that these projects are selling quite well. So I don't know, is gaming, bear market proof, or is what's the reason for that? So the first one, I'm going to show you the article that we posted yesterday. It's about the Splinterlands validator nodes. So Splinterlands is selling validator nodes and licenses. So if you want to know all the details, we're going to put the link in the description down there. But basically, they sold in the first minute over 1,000 licenses. Okay, with no technical issue apparently, it all went very well. And then the remaining stock got sold out over the next 10 minutes. Okay, so that's pretty impressive
Okay.
in this time. And the overall value is 18 million SPS tokens. Okay, so all these tokens are going to be burnt, so reducing the supply of SPS token. And it's quite a success, I would say, in these times. Of course, Splinterlands is the OG in the space. It's one of the most played blockchain game. But it's still quite impressive in a time of everybody is fearful, and gaming is seen, like within the crypto space, gaming is seen as even riskier assets. I don't know what you guys think about that, but
Well, that's right. And I think these are great news for NFT gaming because somehow it shows us that maybe at some point the NFT gaming industry is going to be uncorrelated with the rest of the crypto markets. And that's great. Maybe some projects, they can become safe havens, for you to store your value.
yeah, yeah. For store value, I don't know, but I think, yeah, maybe just people believe in it. And well, I know we do. Mike, you probably do as well, because that's your business. You're going full in as well. But what we believe, and we talked about it on the show before, like for us, gaming is what is going to bring mass adoption to the crypto. That's really, once we facilitate the barrier to entry with great onboarding mechanism. And I feel like a lot of people in the space understand that as well, and believe it as well. And it might even be, gaming might even be the niche that, starts the next bull cycle, if we get one soon.
Very possible. I think people look at gaming as more of a long-term, what you want to call it, investment or not, but a long-term, participation in a project, whether it's for the nodes, or NFTs. If you believe in a high-quality project long-term, then you believe these are sort of the next generation of NFTs and assets for blockchain.
Yeah, for sure. Bruno, you had another one. There is another big project that is currently selling NFTs, and that's going pretty well, no?
That's right, Nico. So we got here Undead Blocks Open Beta, okay, which is starting today. So today everyone is going to be able to play this. I've already tried the game, and you guys know I like it. I love to shoot zombies.
Every day, Bruno, Undead Blocks, I'm killing to earn, shooting zombies.
Yeah, killing to earn, and this is going to be very, very interesting because, as you guys know, they have like some very specific and some very specific tokenomics that we've never seen so far in NFT gaming. And I think, and I'm very, very curious about this because if Undead Block succeeds, okay, which I think there's like a good chance for it to happen because the gameplay is really good. We might see more other projects adopting similar tokenomics. So really, really interesting. Here, open beta starts today, guys. Don't
So it starts
miss
today.
it.
Okay.
Yes, we
'Cause
already
I
have
checked yesterday. We couldn't download it yet, but I will check. I will check again later. Yeah.
Yeah, and we already have here a dashboard with weapon landing too. So if you actually own more than one NFT, you're going to be able to land these weapons and get like a percentage of how much your scholar makes with your weapon in gold.
Okay, so it's
C-bucks.
open beta, but the rental system is already live. Will already be functional.
No, only when the full game is released. Okay, which is going to happen
Okay.
around June, July.
June, July.
Okay, yeah, which is when they're also going to enable the play to earn or kill to earn in this case. Okay, then besides this, we also have Phantom Galaxies. So their planet sale is going on. So they already did the planet sale A, okay, which is for people who have the NFT, the hopeful, okay, and this went very, very well. So for you guys, it took like 4 minutes for all the 30 medium planets to sell out, okay. Then all the 3 large planets also sold out in under 3 hours, okay, guys. Large planets cost 150K, okay, and they sold
Yeah.
out in like 3 hours.
I was like, okay, how much is a large planet? $150,000 for a large planet. So they only sold 3, but well.
Still, I mean, it's really bullish for Phantom Galaxies. Then small planet sold out in 4 hours. Okay, they cost around 3K. Actually, I wanted a small planet, but I didn't have a hopeful, so I didn't have access to the sale. And then right now we only have
you didn't
small
play
and big
enough.
asteroids. Yeah, so basically they didn't mint all of them yet, but right now only the people with the B tickets, which are people who completed episode 1 and episode 2, have access to the sale, and public sale is going to come out in 14 hours and 49 minutes.
Okay, so
then
now
besides
for the B
this,
ticket is open. Sorry, just because
Yes.
I'm not sure if I get lost following too many projects. So B ticket is the people who completed episode 1 or 2 and redeemed their NFTs, right? After completing the 2 episodes.
that's right. That's right.
Okay,
So
cool.
those players, they have access to the sale right now, which is pre-sale B. And in 14 hours, everyone is going to have access to the planet sale, okay? Or asteroid sale,
Okay.
because all the planets are sold out in this case.
Yeah, so only small asteroids, large asteroids. So the supply is way bigger. We have at least 30,000
Yes.
for the large asteroids total, and the small 70,000. So yeah, let's see how that goes. One thing I saw in a previous report, we had 165 total planets, large planets, but they only sold 3, so they probably will sell different phases as well. No, not sure, or maybe we
perhaps.
reported last time. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
actually, I
that's,
also had
that's
the
a good
idea
sign.
that there were more asteroids too. But yeah, guys, public sale in 14 hours. Then there's another game that is also doing their land sale, which is Rebel Bots. So we already covered Rebel Bots here. Personally, I don't like the gameplay. I think it's way too simplistic. It's kind of like XEV2 but with robots, and they're selling their land right now. But in this game, land is not like other play and earn games or other NFT games where it's like a plus. Here you really need land in order to play the game, and they've been selling their land for quite some days, and it's going at like, I don't know, 55% more or less. We have 150k land plots available, and only 83k were sold out. So here land is actually quite cheap. You can actually buy your own land plot at $75, and you're going to get 3 fighting bots, which are NFTs, which you also need to play the game for free. So it's like a pack. $75, you get the land plot and 3 fighting bots. And there's still lots of land plots available, okay, which is a bit
Okay, and
less bullish.
That's the key to play the game, right? You need this to play.
Exactly. Needed to play the game. And yeah, I think this was a bit too ambitious, 150k, considering our current crypto market conditions. And yeah, if you guys want to grab some land plot, it's right here, $75.
Okay. And when is the game out?
Actually, I mean, I can check the roadmap here, but I'm not that sure.
Trick question, sorry. Early morning trick question.
Yeah, too many questions for early morning, Nigo. Let's see,
Yes.
roadmap.
I think it's not too far out.
Where's the roadmap? Kingdom lands. Okay, let's see. So yeah, basically then you're going to be able to assemble more fighting bots. Okay, so you start with 3 and you're going to be able to assemble pieces. Okay, this is how the gameplay is going to look like. So XEV2 right here. Then you're going to have adventure mode, just like in XEV2.
Yeah, it
And
really
then,
looks like it's not a copy paste, but yeah, we took some gameplay that we saw was working, and yeah, let's put some robots because kids, they like robots. I like robots. You like robots. We all like. Mike, do you like robots?
yes,
Who doesn't like robots?
Yeah,
everyone
exactly.
likes
Everything
Evil
is better.
robots, maybe, but you know.
One cool thing is that they have Ubisoft as investors. Okay, that's quite good.
Yeah, there are some impressive backers. Lots of influencers talked about the project as well. But as you said, 150,000 NFT for sale in the current condition might be a bit ambitious. And we've seen many projects delay their mints due to the market condition. And I think that's a good transition to talk about. Mike is raising his hand here to talk about Planet Mojo. So Bruno, you want to do a quick intro of Planet Mojo? I know you've been looking into the project, and then we'll let Mike tell us all about his baby.
That's right. So Planet Mojo is a project that recently popped up in my radar, and I really liked what I saw. So if you guys actually take a look into Mojo, so these are the Mojos. As you guys can see, artwork is just amazing. So these are like 3D fully animated NFTs, okay? And they have their mint phase coming up really soon. So on the 1st of June, you're going to be able to mint your Mojo on Polka Starter, and on the 2nd of June, you're going to be able to mint your Mojo if you actually get a whitelist from us or from any member of the team of Planet Mojo. Okay, so artwork is simply amazing, and basically it's going to be an auto battler, okay, as the core gameplay, but we're also going to have the biome gameplay, which is like lands. But both of these are going to come out together. And guys, just like the artwork itself, the artwork speaks by itself. It's simply beautiful, really detailed, and I'm quite bullish on this project that recently popped up on my radar. But Mike, I'm going to give you the
Is
stage.
yours, Mike.
The stage is yours. It's your project.
Well, thank you, Bruno. Appreciate being here, both you guys. Definitely, I've been reading your newsletter and watching the show for a while, so you guys have been a great source of information for me and the team as well, just to try to keep up with this space. Even before we got on, you guys taught me about a couple projects we haven't heard of.
It's insane. It never stops, huh?
No, and that's why we haven't stopped, just because you gotta keep ahead of the Joneses in this space. But the one thing we do love about this space compared to Web 2 games is there is much more a feeling of collaboration. There is less hardcore competitiveness, which there is in traditional games. It's hard to get people to help you, and partner. In this space, everyone wants to partner together because really we're all trying to raise awareness of what these games are. So we really don't look at it too much as competitive in these early stages. Yeah. So sorry.
Planet Mojo. So the artwork, Bruno mentioned the artwork. For me, when I see the artwork, it reminds me of something from a few years ago. The inspiration, Arthur and the Minimoys. No, that's the first thing that jumped into my. I
Arthur
don't
and
know why
what?
if it's Arthur and the Minimoys.
Oh, I don't even know that. So
You
I
don't
can
know that,
honestly say
so
we're not inspired by it, but it sounds like I'm gonna like it.
okay. I'll let you
Just
introduce the
send me a
project. I'm
link
gonna bring
after.
some artwork. Yeah, it's from Luc Besson. I'm French, so I think it got exported to the US and stuff, but it was a big project, animation project in France.
Wow.
So go
Well,
ahead. Let's go
that
back to
sounds
Planet
amazing.
Mojo.
Cool. Can you can I?
Uh,
Yeah, there we go.
yeah, I'll bring
Okay.
up your screen here.
And let me get this full screen. Okay, is that better now? You see
Yes,
that?
perfect.
Okay, great. Yeah, so just an overview about what Planet Mojo is and who we are. First of all, we're a group of game industry veterans. A bunch of us worked together at LucasArts in the 90s on amazing games that people somehow still remember, which is awesome, like Monkey Island and Full Throttle and Sam and Max. And a bunch of Star Wars games too. And the rest of the team comes from other companies like EA, Activision. But my last company, Happy Giant, our core team had been working together for almost 10 years. We had just made a VR game last year. And as we were making that, I caught wind of, NFTs and blockchain and really became obsessed with this space and just really continued to study it and try to learn as much as we could. And so Planet Mojo really came out of that. We wanted to make something a little bit different, sort of a true IP with a story, breadth, and narrative that we could tell over time. We really love the way like stories are told in Web3 because they're kind of told in this like sort of non-linear multimedia way using all different types of media, cinematic, text, and the game itself. And so we wanted to make something that would stand the test of time. We're a project that really is focused on building something that's going to be long term and sustainable. And our true vision is we're starting, as Bruno said, with an auto chess and land gameplay, but within a short time we want to have a suite of interconnected games that as you collect these characters, the mojos, and I'll show you the champions in a second, you can bring them and your teams to other PvP games as well, which we will, of course, listen to our community, put it up to a vote in terms of what games we make next, basically. So
Okay, so basically it's kind of more of a new gaming studio that you're creating. Like there is this first auto chess battler, that's the first game, but then you're planning to build more around the same universe, right?
exactly. And like we say, how a lot of the auto chess games that took off a couple years ago, like Dota 2 Underlords, Team Fight Tactics, these came from MOBAs, and then they made an auto chess game. Maybe we'll make an auto chess game and then we'll make a MOBA because we're perfectly set up for that as well.
Yeah.
Just given the IP and the characters and how they can cross over. But we took a lot of time to think about what we wanted to make for our first game, looking at this space. And even though we fully believe, Web 2 gamers are going to come over, are already coming over to this space, are here, a lot of people in this space aren't hardcore gamers. They don't have hardcore graphic cards, etc. And so we wanted to make less of a Twitch game that anyone could play all over the world on a low-end machine, etc. So that's why we're also debuting our game in the browser, and we'll take it to mobile after that as well. We really wanted to give accessibility so people could experience this and get in easy to it, not have to jump through, 8 steps like a lot of other crypto games. So yeah.
Okay, yeah, and I just before the show started, I was on our Play Tour and Discord server. Guys, join the Discord server. We share a lot of info and we talk between gamers there. And someone was asking, what's a free to play where I can earn game, but that doesn't require a good machine? And so yeah, I think that there is definitely demand for that. People like, yeah, I want to be able to play a game, but I don't have the latest graphic cards. And of course, we all love AAA games, amazing graphics, but there is space and there is demand as well for a game that everyone can play and can enjoy on lower spec machine or even phones.
I would say it's a bigger market. I'll say like it's a bigger market than really I mean not AAA, but really demanding games. For example, if you consider that Play to Earn got viral in the Philippines, and I mean we in the Philippines as like a high-end machine, right?
This is exactly why we went this direction. And the thing about auto chess is it is slower pace, but it has incredible strategy, and AAA gamers love it. So that's why we felt it was like this perfect hybrid. And you can see, by the quality of our artwork here that, it's very high end. So if the audience, if our community, demands, hey, you guys should make a downloadable one too, we can do that. We're building this in Unity. We're very used to making cross-platform, but we're listening to the community. We've done tons of AMAs and with our own, and it's clear people want mobile next. That's the one that everyone all over the world wants to be able to play on mobile devices, interestingly enough, or maybe not surprisingly.
One thing that I loved about Planet Mojo is that you guys got some partnership. So in the upcoming mint, if you actually mint a Mojo, one tree is going to be planted somewhere in the planet, right?
I have that here. So
I love that. I love that.
I have that slide. Let me just explain. So yeah, we're in the middle of our NFT raffle pre-mint contest, and we're also doing a partnership with PokeStarter, as Bruno mentioned. So the PokeStarter sale is on June 1st. You can sign up now for it. I'll show a slide. And everyone in both sales, what happens is everyone gets a Moj seed. Okay, so everyone gets the same thing. We've tried to keep it very fair and random. The Mojos, the initial set of Mojos come in 4 different subclasses. There could be other types, but the first subclasses are like moss, vine, things like that. And then a week later-ish, you'll be able to plant and sprout your seed. And that's where you'll get a randomly drawn Mojo. Every single one is unique. We're selling 4,444 in our sale. PokeStarter is selling 2,000. And there's a couple other partners we might be announcing soon as well. But you can see they come in different rarities. Some have the high rarities, have these amazing backgrounds. 3 out of the 4 have animations. And one thing we're going to do also that's unique when the game is launched or after the initial launch is you'll be able to win animations in the game and eventually skins. And when you get those, you'll have a way to update your Mojo, and then that will be reflected in your NFT as well, if you choose. So you can win a new victory animation and apply it to your Mojo, and then you'll see that in your NFT as well.
Okay, cool. And so the mint is coming up, correct? What's the price of the mint for those characters?
Right. So the minting day is June 6th for us and will also be for PokeStarter for people who purchase there. The price is going to be 1,000 US equivalent. We're going to be accepting multiple forms of payment. We are on Polygon, so you'll have to move funds over there, but very low gas fees. But anyone who's played Axie, etc., is used to wrapped ETH, or will also be accepting USDC and other forms of payment as well. And here's the thing: we're giving incredible value to our players, and we really wanted to not, nickel and dime people. For auto chess, you need a team, right? So what we're giving people who purchase a Mojo and hold it is incredible. So first of all, you'll get 4 out of the 6 NFT champions, which I'm going to show you more of in a second in full 3D. And these are amazing 3D characters. So you get 4 of these for free. So you're really getting 5 NFTs for the price of 1. You'll get automatically allow listed for our land sale. You'll get IDO spots. Some people randomly will get IDO spots with our partners. And this is a big one, early access to the game and our first paid tournaments, which will only, will be exclusive for our early adopters. And of course, more airdrops. And this is what Bruno was talking about. And this is very important to us and our project. We wanted to create this fantasy world that people can escape to, with a story. But at the same time, if people are going to be spending time in metaverses and losing touch with reality, we wanted to create something that was tied to reality too. And so to start that off, we formed a partnership with this organization. And for every Mojo we sell, we will plant a tree. People can choose any continent in the world. It gets
You plant a real tree, not in the metaverse, huh?
No, real tree, real world.
A real tree, the real world. Okay.
And we're already looking at other partnerships that we can extend this with and do more with. And for us, it's just like trying to send a message too, because if every project in this space did this, we could actually, make a dent. We just see so much money in this space moved around. There's so much potential for good, and the world
for
needs
charity
it.
and good. And I don't know why there are a lot of these projects. It never really take off, but there's definitely some things we can do. I'm personally involved into ocean conservation, and I'm talking with some people how we can do things to protect the ocean, because the trees and the ocean, that's what gives us, that's why we can breathe on this planet. So
yes,
absolutely,
it's great to stay connected.
Yeah, no, I think you're going to see more of it, and I've been seeing other projects pop up, and I think you'll see all of us partner with each other, and hopefully, and we'll see where we can take it. But this just shows we really tried to lean into what makes this space great. So not only are these 3D game assets, they're fully PFPs with attributes, features as well, different rarities. The rarities don't have gameplay value because, again, we don't want to be pay to win. But over time they could, but they're more of a collectible initially. And this just shows our pre-mint page, which you can go sign up for still. That ends June 2nd, and then we'll announce the winners, I think, the next day. And then the minting is the first day of minting is June 6th, and then that's wave 1. And then wave 2, we're going to open it up to everyone else who signed up for any if there are any left over after the first mint.
Okay, cool. Maybe can we give something to our community? Do you have something to I know you're just out of bed, so that's why I'm asking, like let's give them something.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We're gonna give, I think, 5 whitelist spots away to people who make comments, right? Is that what we said?
Let's do that. Yeah, guys, leave
randomly.
a comment. Have a look at Planet Mojo website. Let us know why you like the game, what's your favorite characters. Leave a comment here under the YouTube video, and we'll randomly pick how many? 5, 20, 100?
5, we said.
5. Okay, 5. Okay, 5 it is. 5 it is. Perfect.
I see how this works.
Another cool thing, Mike, I think you mentioned at some point that when we talked before that you're going to have spells. So this is going to be like an auto battler, but it's not going to be like Illuvium where you just watch, right? You're going to somehow intervene in the outcome of battle with spells.
Yeah, I mean, we may have interaction in the battles. At first stage, it is sort of still in the planning stage you're doing it, but that is it's something we haven't seen before in auto chess or other auto battler games. So instead of just placing characters on the board, you're going to have these spells that can be part of your team that can help your team. They can be healing or other types of effects for your team, or they can be more attack oriented, hurting the other team, all kinds. We have portal spells, but over time, we hope there'll be thousands of these, and they're broken down by different by the different subclasses, so you can collect them as you play. We may turn them into NFTs. That's something we're still debating.
Cool.
I want to make sure I show this part too really quick, because the other part of Planet Mojo, the inhabitants are these clans, and these are some of their banners and symbols of the different ones. And just to give you a look at some of these characters that you're battling with, in auto chess, you sort of level up as you're playing. So you can see here how they get more powerful if you're doing well in the game. And these were our concept artists. We have an amazing
That's
team, an
beautiful. Yeah.
art team. We're about 20 plus people now and growing very quickly. And I got a couple first looks here for you right after these. So these are the 2D, and now you can see how they turned into 3D
Wow, the
characters.
3D render.
Oh yeah, really cool.
Amazing. So yeah, we had one comment here. The Bitfox said, "Really nice game. The Mojos remember me of Groots."
Yes,
Yeah,
that's you
there
are
is a
not
little
the first to
spirit.
say it. Yeah,
Yes.
Groot was definitely a little inspiration. Another one actually was Little Big Planet, believe it or not. If you look at the shape of them, because we want to be able to sort of dress them and skin them over time, and that'll be kind of part of the story as well. So yeah, this is
And that's
something we
that's
haven't shown
the
this.
yeah. Look, I'm showing. That's the inspiration I found. So that's this motion picture from I think it's probably 15 years ago, from Luc Besson, Arthur and the Minimoys, and it's probably the color, the nature inspired theme,
Oh wow,
and the small characters that yeah reminded me of that. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to watch this weekend.
Yeah. Oops, sorry.
No, that's cool. Yeah, so this is a gameplay shot.
Whoa.
We're actually just releasing this for the first time, really. So you guys are getting a first look at it. We're gonna have many different arenas and the biomes are different types. This is more of obviously a tropical, like a forest, but yeah, you can see each team having mojos, champions, a bench as well. The UI is temporary. It's gonna get even more beautiful, but yeah, I just want to we want to start showing gameplay. We know people want to see it, and believe me, we've been working very hard on it. As you see here, updated the roadmap, a lot coming, including an amazing cinematic trailer that our friends of ours are doing with us, guys who used to work at Pixar and ILM. Here's a little sneak peek, actually, from the trailer. Not final, but still amazing. You can see a
Yeah,
Mojo
the
being.
artwork, the
Oh, I really like
animation,
it,
they're
man.
it's really
Yeah.
amazing. We have the classic question that just pops on the screen. Mike, when? When
when
can we play it?
when can I
When
play it?
Lambo?
Yeah,
When can we play it? When Lambo? You know, the classic questions in blockchain.
we'll start with the playing it part. The game we're aiming for late this summer. Say probably August. We're working really hard on having the gameplay be very fluid. Getting our early adopters in, getting their feedback, helping balance it. So it's really not too long. If we can hit that deadline, 3 months or so, maybe less, for sneak peeks for some people, the Brunos, etc. But yeah, we want to get it in people's hands as fast
Yeah.
as we can, get feedback, and really balance the game as best we can.
That's great with Web3 compared to Web2. You told about the community and the partnership, but we see a lot of projects. You can put, an early release of the game in the hands of player and get feedback
Yes.
and
Yeah, yeah.
adapt. And that's something really new and refreshing in the gaming spaces. It's probably not easy to manage for a studio or developer to have all this feedback and while you're building something. But
To me, it's like
it's
I totally agree with you, but I look at it as sort of a continuum from what was already happening in games. Just like community has grown to be very powerful in games, and we've seen the rise of things like early access and stuff like that, and
yes.
of course Kickstarter and Web3 gaming like wraps that all together and evolves it to the next level. And now you're in early access, but you're like, we look at community as like part of our team. It's like in football, US, like some teams have like the 12th player is the field. Like that's how we look at
Yeah.
community, for us. And so that's a critical part of this.
Yeah, and that's definitely key. Building a strong community and strong relationship, and players actually involved, your best ambassadors.
Yeah, our
Great.
community's been incredible. I mean, the artwork they've done, and it's grown so much over the last month or so. So we're really excited about that.
Okay, cool. Cool. Thank you, my guys. Go check
Thank
out
you.
Planet Mojo. The link is in the description. And don't forget, leave us a comment. You can get some whitelist spot for the upcoming mint of the Mojos. So leave a nice comment. Tell us why you like Planet Mojo in the comment, and we will randomly pick someone because we're fair, and we will do it truly randomly. Sorry, you're not getting anything. I want to talk about another project minting soon. One of our partner, it's BlockPlay. BlockPlay is what is BlockPlay? We published an article, I think, just over a month ago about BlockPlay. It's an upcoming community-driven metaverse project. They were supposed to do their NFT mint 2 weeks ago, so obviously they took the wise decision to delay it. And the mint is actually happening on the 31st of May. We will publish an article tomorrow, I think. We're just waiting for final details. But speaking about giveaways, we got some whitelist spots to give to you guys as well. And we got 15 whitelist spots and we got 3 free NFTs. So the NFTs are those 3D characters. You can see the style, it's really cool. And they have quite a bit of utility in the game. So, of course, you got early access to the BlockPlay metaverse. It's a full 3D rigged avatar model, special access to future drops because this is the Genesis drop for this collection, and many, many more benefits. What's quite interesting about BlockPlay and what they did during this time, they listened to their community as well. We're just talking about it with you, Mike. But they've been listening to their community, and now they're adding another layer of role-playing game. So basically, everybody who has an NFT will be able to choose different roles. So role is influencer, or I can be a creative, a builder. I can be, well, you can, like in real world, in real life, you can choose your role and play that role in the BlockPlay metaverse. So really nice project, guys. Check it out. And our Gleam giveaway, we're going to leave the link into the description right after we finish the live stream. And there are like 15 whitelist spots up for grabs and 2 free BlockPlay NFTs. BlockPlay is also doing a virtual conference, a virtual expo. It's BlockPlay Expo, and this is at the end of June. It's an online expo with many speakers from the space, game studios, investors, creators, developers. So definitely something to keep an eye on as well. BlockPlay NFT.
But Nico, what's the game about? Is it like a social metaverse?
It's a social metaverse, yeah. So the roadmap for the social metaverse, of course, it's a big project, so it's still a bit far away. But they're going to be releasing a few experiences first, like we see many metaverse projects.
Experiences, okay. So it's gonna
yeah,
be something like
a phase.
Sandbox, maybe Centraland,
Yes,
something like that.
Yes, exactly. And what they have at their core is, yeah, community driven and interoperability with other projects. So being able to bring other NFTs from other projects and integrating in their world as well. So when we say metaverse, we nowadays everybody puts metaverse on their project, but I think the interoperability, that's what makes real, this creates this unity in the metaverse. So let's say I can take my Mojo and play with it on the Sunbags or in BlockPlay, or I can have it a card on Splinterlands, whatever. But I think that's really interesting. And like you said, Mike, earlier, like people in Web3, we create those links, we create those partnerships. It's way easier than it was with Web2 or with previous generations.
You're muted, Mike.
We lost Mike. He didn't fall asleep, but he was muted.
I lost my voice. I said,
You're
no, I
back.
totally agree. And the enthusiasm and desire to do that is there in this space, and we want to do that. The reality, people know the tech side of it, depending on how deep you want it to be.
Yes.
it's going to take a little while. Like, it's one thing to just bring a statue from one game into another and show it off in your house, like have your Mojo sort of as a trophy in Decentraland, but to have it actually walk around and interact with things and have the same, weapon that does something in one game, do it in another, this is not trivial.
Yeah,
and,
yeah. This is difficult for sure, but with the NFTs we have traits, we have
yes,
characteristics and stuff, and that can be used
yes,
in a
and
different
that's
way than the
and people
original
could
game.
take our NFTs or anyone and make a
Yes,
game out of it. Like we see with
exactly.
Loot and other things. And we're already talking to other projects. So there are easy ways to do this. Like if it's a racer, that's a lot easier. Just
Yeah,
put the character
yeah,
in the car. Here you go. So we're
exactly.
totally open to that, and that's why we're also making our own interoperability, right? But have games and let true interoperability where you can really get full use out of the characters.
Cool. Let's jump to the next section. There are like some. Let's jump to the alpha, some upcoming games or games that were just released and that we're looking at. Bruno, what's on your radar this week?
So besides Planet Mojo, I also have here Cross the Ages, which is a novel. So they got a big emphasis on writing and storylines. So if you guys actually want, there's like a book just about this project with the lore and everything. And besides that, it's a Web3 NFT trading card game. But it's not like Gods Unchained. Okay, we already have lots of games that came from like the Hearthstone format. It's not like that. Okay, actually, I'm going to show you in a bit here the gameplay. It's really different. It's something more like, I think we did a review about a game that's very identical. Uh, Legends of Crypto, right? Which is also a trading card game.
Yep.
Okay, so this is going to be in that format, the gameplay. Okay, I actually really like it because it's different. Instead of just copying the format of other games, we're going to have something that's kind of unique. So this is how it's going to look like. And yeah, you flip cards and it's more like strategic. And also animations are really cool. They also have some really
Nice
good
cutscenes, yeah.
cinematics. Okay. But yeah, basically it's going to be like this. The gameplay, I also really like the background, all the background changes and everything. So there you go. NFTs, cards are going to be NFTs, obviously. And then another really cool feature about Cross the Ages is that they actually expanded beyond the metaverse, because if you actually own some of the NFT cards, you're going to be able to turn those cards into a physical piece with the NFC, okay, which is like a chip, okay, and that chip is going to prevent fake copying that same card, okay. So let's imagine you get like a really rare card, and well, it can be frozen. You can freeze the NFT and get the physical piece, okay. So you're going to need to pay their token, which is CTA, okay, which is also their governance token. In order to do this, that's one of the use cases of the token, okay. NFC cards, printing of NFC cards from NFTs. Once the NFC is printed, the NFTs will be frozen as a digital card. So this is really interesting, and that's something that no other card game did. And you guys know me, I love innovation and new things in the NFT gaming space. Okay, so basically this token, besides governance, you're also going to be able to stake it, mint NFTs from digital cards. Okay, so there's lots of use cases when it comes to this, which is also a big plus, because usually you see like governance token, and most NFT games, they just have like one use case for their on-chain token, which is governance and staking. And I think that's really bad utility, and that's why some tokens dump so much, because governance and staking doesn't create enough buying pressure in the markets.
Yeah, and do we have real governance as well? That's another thing. Yeah, but
that's
yeah, I
another
agree.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So sorry, I interrupted you.
No, but
You're
yeah, Cross the Age, we posted an article last week about it, so check it out. They have a strong team behind, and I like this. Like we said, with the planting trees, there is this crossover between the digital world and the real world. So there is actually a novel, there is a book, and they also
yes.
have those physical cards that can be played. And I think that's interesting, and it's another way of integrating all of the worlds and as part of the bigger metaverse. Cool.
That's right. I actually agree on you when you said that governance is kind of like, I don't think governance works until like a very late stage of development. Because I mean, if you have like a team of developers and you're like developing a Web3 game, and you have like an economist, an expert in this, expert in that, expert in marketing, I mean, I don't think you can really have the community influencing the development of the game. Like, I don't think that works out. Maybe like in a later
Difficult.
stage, after you have like everything is working perfectly, maybe then you can allow the community to take some decisions. But in an early stage, it doesn't work. Like, look at X Infinity. AXS is the governance token, right? But for how long did we have X Infinity? We have had X Infinity for like 2 years, and so far, what do you have of governance? Zero. Like, you
Yeah,
can't take decisions, you know.
very limited.
So that's kind of like bad utility. That's something I don't like to see. Then we have this game on early access to the game, June 2022, and general access, July 2022. Okay, so we're almost there, just 2 more months, and we're going to have crossed the ages. And yeah, I think it looks like a solid project to me.
Cool. Yeah, nice. Cross the eight to check out. Yesterday, I found out about a project that totally flew under my radar and that was released yesterday. And
Oh,
this is an amazing and beautiful game.
oh,
So
it's
this game, they partnered with Studio Ghibli, the animation studio, the world famous animation studio, and they built quietly. So it's Netmarble. We talked about Netmarble. It's a huge mobile gaming development company. I think they're from Korea. They have like huge IP and titles in Asia. So a lot of experience in mobile game development. And they just quietly released yesterday Ni no Kuni. Guys, we're gonna
okay.
play a little video. But what you see, Ni no Kuni, so pardon my accent. But what you
Thank
actually
you for
see,
participating in the Soul Divers
so
closed beta test.
the download of the game is quite big. It's like 2 or 3 gigabytes to download the game. There is lots of animations. What you see on the screen here is what you see on your mobile phone. And the characters that you see, that's the gameplay. That's actually how the gameplay on mobile looks like
First,
right
take
now.
a look at each
So
character's
this is a MMORPG?
and various skills.
Yes.
Oh, it looks really good.
It looks great. I downloaded the game. I didn't expect that. I downloaded the game. I told my girlfriend, I said, you should look at that. And I said, oh no, I need to get back to work because I started playing for like 45 minutes. So you can choose your character. There are different characters, different classes. And you go around this vast world and it's an RPG. There is probably going to be a multiplayer aspects of it. I didn't have time to dig too deep into the game. But the universe, the graphics are beautiful, the universe is great, and the gameplay, it just works well, even on lower specs phone. It just requires a large download, but it's really smooth. You have great cutscenes, animation, cinematics, and yeah, so definitely, guys, check it out. There is a play to earn aspect to it. They don't put it forward too much. So I suspect that they built this game and they say, oh, maybe we can make it play to earn because Netmarble decided to go into the play and earn model. So we have some information here. We're going to leave the links in the description as well about the tokens, the different tokens, the utility, the price is not known yet. But I was on some Discord channel and some people say, well, the game is great, it's fun to play. Let's go and grind and just farm these tokens and see how it goes. But yeah, it's just it just looks beautiful. Go have a look. Ni no Kuni.
No,
It's available on iOS and Android right now. And yeah, that was a
Oh,
stealth release that
but
no
there's a
one was.
PC version too, right? I'm seeing it there.
There is a PC version, but I think it's a port of the mobile version. So
Okay.
it's kind of an emulation of the mobile command. So I think the experience it's really built for mobile first.
Okay.
So yeah, that's Nino Kuni. Another stealth launch, Cantina Royale. Cantina Royale, same. I was aware. Someone sent me the tip about this project. I say, hey, look at this. Usually, you check the social media accounts, you see 300 followers on Twitter. What's it? Okay, but it looks good.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of a PvE, PvP MOBA, and then okay, that really looks nice. The website looks nice, fully modeled 3D characters, dungeon modes, and they have their first partnerships as well. Actually, their first partnerships with an NFT collection is not one of the smallest one. Is with Bored Ape Yacht Club. So this project really keep an eye on it. And what I was even more surprised that it's coming out in July. If we look at the roadmap, did I open the roadmap here? No, but we can check out the white paper and let me check the roadmap real quick. July 22, game launch, NFT lending platform and PvP game modes. So I was quite surprised to see this game coming out of the woods, and we haven't heard, they didn't do any marketing before, announcing this launch coming very soon. I joined the Discord server this morning. There was only like 300 or 350 members on there, but you can see that now it's gonna grow definitely very quickly. But a lot of these projects building in the background, I think, and all of a sudden they coming out and things we don't expect. So that's quite nice to see. They have some NFT lending that's in the pipeline as well. Do your own research. We didn't have time to do a lot of research, but that's the alpha for the day. That's something really early, but at the same time coming really soon.
I'm actually curious about the utility of the tokens, because when I see like scholarship program, I'm like, I mean, we saw what happened with Axie, and I think
we have
you
Axie
really
PTSD. You all have Axie PTSDs, Peg Axie PTSD as well.
Yeah, I mean, what happens with the most scholarship programs is that it creates usually like a huge selling pressure on the tokens. So I think you need really good tokenomics in order to have like NFT lending and NFT breeding.
Yeah, it's not easy. How about Planet Mojo? Is this something that you have planned as well? NFT lending and scholarships? Is that something that you're thinking about? Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, we already have partnerships with many different guilds: Merit, Rainmaker, Unix, many others. I'm forgetting. It's too early. Avocado.
Yeah.
But it might not be in there for the initial early access launch, but we want it in there for our full launch, which will come later in the fall, where we'll open the game up more. And we're already talking to several partners who have protocols we can use with that. And what we predicted is kind of happening is that the space is evolving and maturing. And so there's other things that we would have had to write ourselves 6 months ago, we can kind of tap into and have a more, the guilds, it's clear, wants a better process than what Axie currently has. They don't want to be dealing with spreadsheets and tracking everything themselves. So we're trying to streamline that over time as well as our marketplace with partners.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, one thing I wanted to say about Cantina World as well. So the lead was run by Elrond. So we haven't heard about the Elrond blockchain for quite a while, but this is a project coming out of Elrond. They have investors such as Crypto.com, Animoca Brands, Skynet, so Elrond Capital, Good Games Guild. I think Merit Circle is there as well. So big backers there.
Big players, yeah.
So we can expect something coming very soon. As you said, Bruno, the tokenomics, the game economies, no one has the magic potion yet.
That's
we
right.
don't know. It's we'll have to see with with time, who finds the solution, who finds the
Who
right
finds
balance between utility and rewarding the players and stuff. So definitely something to follow and super interesting.
Yeah, that's right. I think right now everyone is kind of like still testing what works, what doesn't work. And yeah, I think the first game to actually find out the solution, that's going to be huge. And then many
Yeah.
other projects are going to see, okay, this works, and they're going to copy it basically.
Very typical in gaming for that to happen.
Cool. Mike, it was great to have you. Thank you. We heard
Thank
you wake up
you.
very early, so I hope I hope we didn't bore you and you're not going straight back
No,
to
no,
sleep, but
no.
you're full of energy for the
Motivated
day.
me for the day. No, now I'm going back to bed. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, perfect. Well, it's 6 p.m. here. I have a friend's birthday tonight, so for me, it's gonna be beer time around the friends. Thanks a lot for being here. Congrats on the progress on Planet Mojo. We'll
Thank
definitely
you.
follow and keep in touch. Bruno, thank you very much. Bruno, you're the king of the outro, so we're gonna try to do it with you, but you're the king, so this one is yours. I'll let you the stage.
Oh yeah, guys, so don't forget about the whitelist about Planet Mojo that is going on. Don't forget to leave us a comment, hit that like button, subscribe for more NFT gaming content, and I see Cryptomanics in the metaverse.
See you in the metaverse, guys.